February 1st to 7th, turn 5. Nothing much happening here. What is this? Allies requests. What? Wait, what? What happened here? Paint mode. What is this? In selection, Spain, select another nation. Wait, what? Am I? Oh, maybe. Oh, I'm asking Spain to become allied with. That's allies requests. Paint mode. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Well, as you can tell, maybe... Oh no, you can't. Not up here. Let's go to our capital. The map is green. I think I noticed a little bit better performance while moving around. And I think I read somewhere that if you have a snow map on, whatever that's called, system maybe? No winter map. It says if enabled, the game will not use winterized images for regions, even if some regions are in snow. This greatly reduces memory loss. So let's use no winter map, and let's resume. And now there's no snow anywhere on the map, I hope. Ugh. Yeah, look at the performance. Look at the scrolling go, it's so fast without the snow map. Oh god, this game must be so well optimized. Okay, so this only means that up here in Scandinavia, still snow, it's just green. I just have to hover the mouse pointer over and see. Maybe I'll turn it back on, but anyway, what I'm worried about now is mud. Not gonna move around in mud. Sure, the attrition would be terrible. Anyway, in turn 5, I gained barely no new resources. I gained no new resources, except of course money from my trade ships, and a few, war supplies from an event that I played. And basically nothing happened at all, except that Spain, Netherlands and Bavaria declined my request for expeditionary forces, so there's no way you can gain hold of their navies and save them from the AI. They're just gonna suicide by AI. That's yeah, it's a given. It's a given. It's a shame. It's a shame. I would say that it basically, in a way, ruins. If the AI is that bad, kind of ruins the single player experience. And who's gonna sit down and play this in multiplayer? Doubt very many people would do that. I mean, if you look here, Godoy has actually moved down here towards Gibraltar. So maybe, what's the weather? It's clear, so I'm sure that they could have moved further and engaged. He's up to 300 power now. Castros here hasn't moved south at all, so the Spanish AI is not reacting. The English AI is hardly reacting to the allied navies. This squadron here is sailing around on its own. This is what I suspected, but it's a shame. It's a shame. So yeah, I gained access to a new. I don't know if I showed that in the previous ciphers and codes. It's a RGD, which I guess is a card. Allows the receipt and use of cipher and codes RGD. I think it's a decision. They tend to call different things actions in the game different things in different menus, which is terribly confusing. Horrible documentation. That is typically age-odd games. I find it. I don't think it's not only a language issue. It's being a French game company. It's bad documentation in general. But How efficient would ciphers and codes be? I don't know. It's cost 50 engagement points, and I'm not gonna play it until I increase my recruitment, foreign recruitment, and other stuff. Anyway, okay, Oldenburg gave passage rights to Denmark. Okay, we will just see if we gain resources in turn 6. I'm not sure I can do 1 turn per stream when nothing is happening, so we will advance to turn 6, and we'll see if I get resources now. There is a monthly distribution of resources. If not, I guess it's bi-monthly or even quarterly, every 3 months. Well, at least Austria hasn't declared war on me yet, but I suspect that will come sooner or later. Maybe it's scripted, maybe it's set up in a way that the features, functions of the game makes it happen. But I don't feel that it would be in my interest to escalate events, not at least until the weather has cleared up and I have moved my Grande Armée away from the Channel coast to the interior of France and getting ready to strike. Oh, that reminds me, I might have to check if I want to build up depots. I have to say, I thought there would be more to do with recruitment and build up. Not that much. Here we go again. It counts from 0 to 7, which means nothing to the player of the game, really. Doesn't give any information what's happening. Yeah, there was a thing here that I spotted a lot of enemy squadrons. Don't know if they were military ships or just merchant ships, but my radar spotted a lot of, and they had an engagement chance of 10-12%. They all failed, so I don't know. And then they ended up in the blockade box where there was a 4% chance to engage the transport ships there. That might be because they arrived on day 6 out of 7, so I'm waiting to see now if I have a much higher percentage chance to find them patrolling the entire week. We will see about that. It's a learning process. Plan-wise, with this little resources coming in, building a lot of privateer ships might not be something I can afford. I was more counting on having 100 plus war materials per turn, basically. Slightly more Sevilla, 12k, 11k men. There's a battle at Sevilla, and it was a bit slower, the pop-up. It didn't give a lot of information. I guess that's realistic. Why would France know what their allies were doing immediately in that battle? But it could have been interesting to be able to, since I actually play the entire team of the French alliance. It's a bit weird. You can't play Spain, you can't get access to their information, not to their units. It's an AI unit of their own. Anyway, the AI has unfrozen, and with 3 units they're closing in on the British here. So I guess that's good. Okay, good news everyone. We have new resources. We've gained 355 from cities. So let's take that down in my little Excel sheet. 355. That's actually lower than the last month in January, where I got 21 more. Okay, what else? I gained 663 conscripts. That's almost exactly the same, not quite. 663, that's 5 less. You know, that could depend on either unrest in Hanover, which has changed since the scenario start, or it could be the development, the requisitions that I did in Nantes and France, Paris, sorry, where civilization level is a bit less now. It's 83 and what is it here? 44? Are you serious? That used to be 90. How can it be 44 all of a sudden? Maybe it was 50 and I lost. I don't know. Wait. Was it 50 and I lost 6? Why did I lose 6? I am confused. Anyway, I got a little bit less, but yeah. And then I got 1,000 from events and strategic decisions, 1,000 manpower. I almost forgot what did I do to gain 1,000 manpower. What strategic decision was that? Boo, I don't know. 84 to maintenance, 315 to unit replacements. Okay. I'm left at 1,600 manpower. I gained 171 war supplies compared to 174, so that's a bit lower too. So France is doing worse and worse. Unit replacements 10. So there's constant attrition and upkeep that I don't know how much it is. I can just see when it happens. I cannot plan ahead. So basically I could build one squadron of raiders, privateers, because I think that's 180 and nothing else. I don't think that's gonna happen. That's just not feasible. Okay, let's go through the message log. It's only 30 messages this turn. Now we have a 25 war score against Hanover. My guess is you need 100 to annex them. We sent a few state visits. We have defensive works in Bremen. Developed territory is not valid. Your military control is not within the limits of the decision. Again, and where is this? Is that in Nantes, maybe? Your military control is not within the limits. Okay, so do I need... Okay, it seems you need 100%. Okay, I have 100% military control in Paris. Alright, so that's why I'm still developing Paris. But in Nantes, my military control went down to 97%, and that was enough for it to limit the decision. Although it doesn't say. Okay, so I guess if you in any way change your military control below 100, the develop territory decision will cancel. That is annoying, to say the least. But somehow... Oh, wait. Okay, military control 100%. Military control 100%. Okay. I think Nantes lost... Somehow it lost 3% military control. Probably because of the requisitions that I did here. So using requisitions and then develop territory, you can't do that. At least you cannot initiate them at the same time. So I'm slowly learning the game features, but it's not going very well for me. Yeah, develop territory completed in Torino and Genoa. Okay, so I'm done. It's been 5 turns. All right. So did I gain? It has a bit more loyalty, and it has, oh, it's 100% rich civilization level. So that's probably the richest province I have. This one is only 61. Let's check this out. I'm doing this very detailed because I need to learn. I mean, once I know how this works. Yeah, Torino has 100 development level now. So that was good. And the loyalty went up a bit. I guess let's examine if I got them back, the development, or do I have to wait like maybe once a year to use my no, I have 3 developed territories card. One that was cancelled in at the coast and the 2 Italian ones here. So you know, I think I might develop Genoa again. It's 61, and with this card it's gonna go up 10 more, and it's gonna give me loyalty and victory points. So Genoa, develop territories. Thank you. Now I have 2 more to develop. I was thinking about Geneva. It is 51. It has, although it has 100% loyalty already, so the effect of loyalty would not be useful here. Right. Oh my god. It's still slow. Yeah, 87. I think this was 90, but the civilization dropped from 90 to 87. Is that true? I have to go into the regions. It's F8, if you can remember that. Somehow we have 100 in Torino, that's fine. 90, and then we have a bunch of 87, like Lyon. No, I think I did volunteers here. Paris, Genoa, Bayonne, Lourdes. So Bayonne would be a nice place to increase. Now, where is Bayonne? Oh god, I don't know. Isn't it up here on the coast? Or is that Bayeux I'm thinking of? Okay. Oh, of course, it's down here. So let's develop Bayonne. Just because obviously I want to use these events, or decisions. I have the money to do it, but I mean, I don't know if I'm doing it the best way. I've been restarting them a bit too much, I feel. And that's basically all you can do in the game, so it's annoying when that doesn't work out. Lyon, yeah, let's do Lyon as well, which is a major town. Okay, thank you so much. That's a lot of money though, to like 200,000 money out of 1,000, 1,100. Okay. I'm not gonna do any requisitions. Okay. Let's try to close this. I don't think it's a terrible delay. There we go. So at least I developed 2 territories. That feels good. Russia developing 3 new provinces, and they completed one. So maybe either they have 4 development cards, which I do as well, I think. Yeah, I have 4 development cards, so they have to. Prussia, Spain, transport ships, sends transports. We have received 4 new battalions. This is a feature I don't understand. 4 new replacement from our reserve units. That's all I built. We get money. I can just check how much money I got from our fleets in total. 82. So it's constantly going down, down, down. Upkeep is now 96 money. That's lower than before. The Russians have acquired expert squares. I'll explain to this. Expert squares, I suspect, is a national bonus. It was a national objectives. No, wait. Where is that? Where is that? Regions, objectives. Okay, let's see if I can. There is. Oh, I lost a national morale. I don't know why. Return to neutral value. -1. I don't know why I lost 1 morale. But somewhere there is something called national ideas, is it? Strat diplomacy, history, decrease, that's not it. Production forces, that's not it. Yeah, okay. It was hard. It was a sub menu somewhere. Yeah, here it is. My apologies. Under scores and objectives, there is a button here called national modifiers. Very well hidden, but there it is. And here's a bunch. I'm not gonna go through them all with you, but here's a bunch of different. So I guess this means like a 1,000 French soldiers might be much more powerful than other nations that don't have the same amount of national modifiers. The professional squares that the Russians just got, they are in alphabetical order at least, so I can see, can examine if we have the professional squares. Is that what they were called? No, expert squares. Sorry. Yeah, we have expert squares. Increases by 50% the chance to successful countercharge for relevant units. Seems to be some sort of passive battle modifier that I don't know what countercharge is. Maybe it's a tactic you choose before a battle, because it has these asterisks around. Anyway, Russians have got that too now. So you develop all these, and my guess is France has a lot more than most other nations, so they'll be developing more and more of these and catching up. And at the end of the campaign, they're gonna beat down on France and win and deposit, remove Napoleon from power if we let them. Our naval patrols have failed to engage the enemy 10th transport squadron. We had a 10% chance. But did I? Alright. And we did not. Okay. Our merchant fleet has delivered 13 money. Alright. 3 raiders have been spotted. But our raiders are no longer killing off British money. They used to kill, now they're just 10% trying to find the 10th transport squadron in blockade. I'm not sure this is the best use, because it's gonna take me 10 turns statistically to find them, and if I kill 16 money, that would be 160 money. But maybe if I find these, I can sink them and they cost even more money than 160. I don't know. Let's keep them there for another turn. At least this, I think this was 4%, and now with a full week, instead of 4%, it's 10%, so... Yeah. Anyway, this means I need to make a very difficult decision. What am I going to construct? What I'm going to recruit? Okay, if I were to follow my earlier, I was gonna build privateer squadrons that cost 180 war supplies, but that's my entire February allotment of war supplies, and that's just not gonna cut it. I can't do that. That's impossible. These are very expensive. 180 war supplies is a lot. So if I had, if you wanted to do a naval build, a flagship squadron, 830 war supplies. Oh my God, are you serious? 560, 540. 290 war supplies. Oh my God. Building a navy? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. That's just incredibly expensive. Okay, now I see why Napoleon never got the chance to build the British. And I'm fairly certain the British gonna have more than 171 structure income of war supplies than I do. Than France does. So, we're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the production menu, and we're not gonna let the AI build reinforcements. Instead, I'm gonna build. See, these cost 2 tons of war supplies. 35 money and 70 conscripts. But basically, I wonder if I let the AI build, how many would they build? That would be interesting to know. You have different settings. You have none, you have few, some, many, and not. And some, medium, is the advanced setting. But instead, we gonna... Do I need to build anything else? I don't think so. I mean, I'd rather fill up my existing troops, right? Max number is over 700. There are none requested. So basically the game tells me as a player, we don't want any. Well, that's good because we have none. We have 2 supply and 10 navy ones. Okay, let's build 20. Let's build. Oh, okay. So let's build. Wait. Okay, let's build 20. That is most of my conscripts. It's most of my money. Just to build 20 conscript conscript companies is what it's cost. What am I building? I'm building France regular. I think these are called replacement points. Up here is 0 of something. Down here is 0 of something. I know I'm building 20 and this is how much I got. What is this though? 0 hits are missing in elements using this replacement sheet. It's advised to always keep a buffer of replacements, ideally 10% of the number of elements using it. But I don't know how many elements are using it. Probably a very high amount. Anyway, 20, that's about what that I can afford. Let's see. My suspicion is they're just gonna get soaked up by the existing army because it's not fully reinforced. If we just grab a core on random, when I examine these at the beginning of the campaign, they sure looked like, I think this red bar here is the strength. They sure looked like they were all filled. On the other hand, oh wait, am I using replacements to fill up the new brigades I built? You know, I recruited this German brigade here. Maybe I'm using, you know, I'm just paying manpower and stuff for the basic shell, and then I have to fill it up with recruits as well. I don't know. But wherever I look on the initial setup units, the red bar is full. If that is the strength. Let's examine this. This one, for example, has 800 of 800 men. Does one company of... There's one company, one of these replacement points. How many men are those? Are those... it's 70 conscript companies, and a company is maybe, I don't know, 100, 200 men. So this should be quite a large amount of men, recruits, in each of these points. And yet 30 of them were just soaked up from... Again, the game isn't incredibly clear on what's that. It's like, yeah, reinforcements are going somewhere. Move troops. If you're the kind of player that's happy with that level of information, great game. If you want to know what's actually going on, not so great. Anyway, that is about all I will be able to build in February 1805. And what I saw was that a leader arrived in Bayonne in the south. So let's put Savary, that's his name, isn't it, into the garrison at Bayonne, along with these two new brigades that are... You see, they are... It says will be operational in approximately 25 days. That's perfect. Their cohesion is about 1/3 up, so that could be the blue bar. Because the blue bar is probably cohesion. It looks like it's like 1/3 up. Does it say the strength? No. Yes, it does. Overall combat strength. Yeah, but that's the strength number. But it doesn't say how many... Like, they have all their cavalry already, but they're still missing hits. They're missing hits. Do you think that one replacement point is one hit? That could be it. So now when I build 20, 4 of those gonna go into here. Maybe. Well, building new troops is very expensive. These guys, same here. 3 hits need 5, and the next needs 4. The next needs... Oh, it's full. Well, if there are hits missing, why doesn't the game tell me that... Hey, you know, requested this turn? Yeah, that's how many I built, right? But it doesn't tell me if you wanna fill all your formations, you need to build these many, and the rest is gonna be a surplus. It's very hard to know how many I'm supposed to build. I'm sure the AI knows, or just builds a lot. Wow, it's gonna take a long time to build everything I need and want. Right, what weather do we have? I know these guys have a lot of artillery, but Bayonne doesn't have any artillery, coastal artillery. So these are guns. What's the weather here? It's still mud. I'm gonna shift these naval guns down to Bayonne. Remind me in chat to do that later. I'm just wondering if I'm missing something here. I guess not. We'll just save and advance a turn. That will be turn 6, I believe. It's weird. So many turns, so little that happens. I get a weird feeling every turn that I'm forgetting something and misplaying. I guess that's to be expected in a complicated, strategic, long-term war game when you play it for the first time, but still. Yeah, my camera placement is a bit wonky. It's just moving all over the place. There we go. Okay, I tabbed out of the game while advancing a new turn. That's probably not a good idea. The game seemed to handle that. Now imagine if you have a field battle with the French La Grande Armée and you lose 10, 20, 30,000 soldiers. It would take such a long time to build replacements for those. So your existing forces are quite important. And winning battles, inflicting losses and suffering few losses, also important. Well, that's why you play the French. They have the better army. They have the better army. Okay. Well, we've saved up a few horses, so maybe I'll build cavalry next time I have available for a new army unit. So it seems my strategic economical warfare plan of building privateer ships is not going to be viable because of the lack of war supplies. We will examine how I can get hold of more war supplies. I think I can buy some, and I can maybe even exchange for these points here, the action points. That's not what they're called. I think so, with some war bonds or something. Yeah. Because I feel if I want to do raiding, naval raiding, it's better to start with it early, because the Royal Navy is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So the best return on the investment would be, hopefully, to deploy them as early as possible. The screen turned black. Don't know why. Maybe I think it's done it before. Now we're into the building supply box phase. That's good. No crashes so far. Well, this is nice. There's Bocage in Normandy. The map is nice. You know, the terrain, it's forests, clear hills, yeah, the map is nice. Oh, oops. It's easy to see where there are roads, and it's beautiful. It's nice. I like the star forts. I wish there was a way to upgrade forts, but I guess that's an investment of peacetime requirements for years. But you know, if I was willing to upgrade a fort and invest, I am developing the Leon. Okay, let's go through the messages together. Why is it 31 here when it says... Oh, 54. We got 54 messages. Now our war score is 30. The Ottomans don't even want a state visit. Brunswick, okay, they don't want a state visit because our relations are low. Maybe it's like a chance. I think the Ottomans accepted it last time. Can't remember. And the papacy, we have 25 relations with them. They decline anyway. So I missed all three. Diplomatic item, temporary casus belli targeting Bavaria has expired. It costs to Great Britain no less than 83 victory points. So Great Britain did not declare war on Bavaria, and they had to pay victory points for that. Alright. I'm developing Lyon and Bayonne and Genoa. Defensive works is completed in Bremen. Alright, that means I need to examine the army of Hanover. Okay, I think this number 1 here is the entrenchment level. When I hover over it, it doesn't say. There's also kind of like a trench built around the guy. I don't think there's anything saying about the entrenchment level here, but the province has 39% French loyalty. It started at 25%. So the forts card I'm playing actually helps me, the Hanoverians, become more loyal to the French a little bit, slowly. Okay, but I can't see that Lefebvre's army of Hanover really is entrenching. Okay, they can enter structure, they can force march, they can land bombardment, they can synchronize movement, or evade okay, there's nothing they can do to dig in. And I'm fairly certain I put them inside the town. I'm almost 100%, but yet I can order them to enter the structure. So I think they popped out of the town. So why would I increase the entrenchment level when I can't see what my entrenchment level is, or how long time it's gonna take me to improve it? Again, very mysterious. More mysterious than I think it ought to be. I'm gonna place them inside. Release mouse button to enter the structure. So now they for sure should be inside the fort. The Armée de Hanovre. But right. It's at least it's a size 1 fort. And if you press Control and press the town, it pops up different cards here, which says Bremen Fort, output. It has land construction capacity. It has a harbor, shipyard, river, port, depot. You know, I don't know why they use cards like these, individual cards, instead of. It kind of feels like you should be able to place new cards here, or improve these cards, or remove them, or something. I mean, this might as well be a menu. I'm not saying I like these cards, but can I move them? Can I change them? Can I upgrade? Can I move them around or something? It's a bit. I don't see the function of it quite. And I wish I know and understood the entrenchment level. Just in case the Prussians attack me at the same time as the Austrians, this army is gonna be in trouble and besieged. And I would like to know. Here's a factory. It's a shipyard. It also has a trade port. It's a star. Yeah. Russia builds depots. Russia does a lot of stuff. Austria are doing stuff. Prussia is doing stuff. Spain is developing 4 new provinces. Good for them. Only 2 provinces are sending supplies. I used to be 5. I'm still continuing to receive new, what I suspect are battalions. This is so mysterious to me. How come I'm receiving new units all the time? Okay. Well, it's good, but Brigade Lemur. Who is this? Who is the Brigade Lemur? So those are Paris. Right. Well, it makes sense because these guys, they start with only 1. Whatever this is. This brigade, I'm fairly certain, starts off with only 1 battalion. And now they have 3 battalions. As they should have. So when the scenario starts, your units on map they're on the map. They're locked by this red banner, and they are basically reinforcing and increasing in size. Okay. Our units on the field received a total of 13 replacements from our reserve units. That means we have 7 left, correct? Because we built 20. No, we have 5. Okay. Merchant fleet delivers money. In total, our fleets delivered 90 money. I think that's the lowest so far. Our naval patrols have failed to engage the 10th transport squadrons. It was 6% chance now. Well, 5 plus 6 is 11, so this is very low. You know what? I made up my mind. I tried this. I probably should send out naval forces, but I'm gonna move this back into this trade zone. Because here at least I managed to kill off some British money. I would like all messages to appear. Don't know how to do that. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Okay, active, brigade active, but wow. Spaniards have acquired cavalry patrols, so that's an idea. Okay, the thing is that the French army is by default improving in size, and I don't know quite what's happening. I do remember that, for example, these different wings were 500 or so each. 592. This one is 700 now. I think that it increased a bit. Oh, look at that! We can see Austrian 400. Karl has 0 or question marks. That it's snow in this area still. Yeah, terribly confusing. Turn 6, is it? There we go. Doesn't help that I have a cat in front of the screen. Thank you. Right. Okay, so my army is growing, but it's very hard for me to know where and how and oh, okay. This guy, these are the strength of these are up to 1,000 now. They started way below 1,000. So my best guess is as the game goes on, there are reinforcements sent to these units. Whether I pay for them with reinforcement points or if they're prepaid by the game and it's a mobilization of the army that was initiated in the setup, I don't know. But a good advice for you is to build basically only reinforcements, because you get so many new free troops anyways. The weather in this area is still snow and harsh weather, so I will not be moving my army. There's no reason, we're not out of war. with anyone except the UK. What we will do is examine the decisions. We now have we could draft, we could seize horses, we could requisition, but that costs development. It could be that screw the development, you need horses, you need recruits, you need money, because there's a war of Europe for 10 years, and maybe France will be ruined at the end, but at least you won the war. That is probably it. I mean, why did you get the cards? But I just feel like I don't want to use drastic resources now. Before France is in a good position, we've been at peace, we have a strong army. Why would I need to draft? I should be able to live off my Grand Army that's on the map and my puny recruitments up here. So no, I won't be playing those. I definitely won't be plundering my own territory. I won't even send out runners because it costs national morale, which I don't even know how to gain back. It's only a 50% chance of success. Yeah, sure, 15 war supplies, that would be excellent. But 15 when a privateer squadron is 180, it's basically nothing. And then if I fail, definitely you should play this card over and over and over again. It's intended to be played. But I can't see myself losing national morale over and over. And I don't even know what national morale kind of is. I suppose if you get low enough, you lose the game. But the defensive works gives 10% loyalty and 25% military control. So they're really nice and they cost nothing. All you need is 3 regiments. Oh god. And unfortunately, I don't have 3 regiments in... I only have a single brigade. I have a single brigade with 1 battalion. It doesn't say... I mean, it's a brigade, yes. And a brigade consists of regiments, I know that. This consists of 1 of something, which consists of 800 men, which is more battalion size rather than regiment size. Well, yeah. I don't know. Okay, what's the weather? I'm even considering sending. It's clear, it's storm, harsh weather. I only have 50% military control. Is there an overlay of military control? I don't think there is. Areas, owner, supply, strategic towns. Yeah. Well, we'll just keep building defensive works in Bremen. It's the only place I can place it in, because it's the only place I have 3 regiments, and it gives me 10% loyalty. Oh, and needs a city. So I'm up to... I have 100% military control here. That's fine, but basically what I gain is 10% loyalty for free by building defensive works. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. And that's it. Is that it? No. Wait. 41. Let's check the supplies to Spain. I can't really afford that right now. Oh yeah, I could. But shouldn't I do the volunteers first for recruitment? Yeah, it costs 50, and I only have 41. Ooh, that is such a hard. Do I want to supply Spain before I think I want to get the volunteers first, right? Come on. It will give me a national modifier, foreign recruitment. I don't know what that, but let's wait for 50 and do the foreign recruitment. Spain has to. They seem to be doing okay in Gibraltar. Anyways. Okay. Um, Again, almost nothing to do. So let's save. And let's go to turn 7. Uh, yeah. It's a little bit of a weird game because it's such a slow waiting game. So many turns, so little to do. Of course, in the summer when you move your armies, that's gonna be more, and definitely when war is declared. Um, Although I think I'm doing the right thing, not to move my armies around during the rough weather and leave them in winter quarters. But it's very little I can do to improve my economical and material situation. I kind of messed up those cards of improving my provinces since I had them cancel out, placing them in regions, German regions in the north in Hanover, French regions in the south that I did requisitions in. Don't do that. You live and you learn. Only the Italian provinces have been improved a little bit. Right. I kind of forgot the. Yeah. I think I can use money to gain more engagement points, EPs, and with more engagement points, I can research more, like give resources, money to Spain, or I think buy war supplies, which I really feel maybe is my resource that I want the most. I mean, I guess it's natural that it's a very slow incremental stage each turn since it's such a long game. If too much happened every turn, the game would be too long, and the effects of whatever you built or sent, like privateers, if they were too efficient every round, the effect long term would be too high, too much. So I'm sure it's a balance issue with so little happening. Uh, I guess if you multiplied 16 money that I sunk the first couple of weeks with my privateers with 52 weeks per year, or let's say 50 weeks, because I'm not sure it's whatever. Uh, that is quite an amount of money actually for one nation to lose. I'm sure Britain can afford it, but still, um, a trickle here and there. And at least I have 3 privateer squadrons in production, so I'm going to increase my amount of privateers with what would that be? 300%? It's good. And maybe sooner or later I can build a few more. But I'm not gonna pump out all 16 of them during spring 1805 and just send them out everywhere. So this is I think turn 7, right? Last turn of February. Or yeah, that's it. Does it say? Does it say? Can I? Can I? Okay, I'm just gonna check if I want to load this turn. Turn. It says turn 8. So you can only have one save per campaign. The last turn you played, I think. But in okay, I just wanted to check what turn it is. But yeah, it makes sense. It's the last turn of February, so that's turn 8. So we've done quite a few turns in this stream. I will have to change the title on YouTube so people know what turns are being in this stream. Oh my god, camera! Where are you? The graphical production value of these videos is about 0. Oh, nice lightning. So somehow I thought yeah, I guess the turn is done now. Is it? Yeah. All right. Oh, we have 2 crossed swords. National modifiers. Yeah. Did I develop a new national modifier? I think these are just automatic ones. Click to center the map on the event. Military organization. Did I get a new core or something? Alright. We have 43 new messages. War score 35. Great Britain did not declare war on Nassau. They're paying victory points. Good, I guess. Russia's getting a new casus belli on Prussia because of Warsaw. I wonder if Russia's gonna start losing victory points because they don't declare war on Prussia. I wonder if we have a casus belli on a nation that we need to use, or we will start losing victory points. I don't know. Well, Morocco's getting a new casus belli, blah blah blah, and all these nations are getting new casus bellis again. I guess that's a repeat every month or so. Bremen has its defensive works. France is developing the regions, but we're not done yet. But we're developing 4 provinces. I like that. Russia, Austria, Prussia, Spain doing their stuff. Ottomans seizing horses. Only 2 transport ship fleets are transporting supply points. Used to be 5 or so. Why did they stop transporting supply points? My garrisons are still there, right? I still need to send some supplies to whatever. And why does it differ? Why is it more supply points some weeks? Okay, this doesn't look good. Northeast Atlantic trade and Western Mediterranean trade. I don't know. Alright, we're getting new units. Our units on the field received a total of 2 replacements from our reserve units. Alright. We get money from different fleets. I'll just check the total up here. It's 69 money. Down from, oh my god, it started so much higher. My general arrived in Milano, and he joined the army of Italy. Martin de Vignol. My Ardent Squadron, which are my privateers, they arrived in back in Northeast Atlantic Trade Zone. The Prussians have acquired march to the sounds of guns. Ottomans have acquired forced marching. Okay. We have under our command of a total of 2 armies, 13 corps and 11 divisions. Open reports by clicking on the message icon to... So that was the cross source. Wait, we have under our command a total of... Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't... 13... I know for sure it said I had 20 cores. Not 20 out of 24. Not 13. Maybe divisions count as cores as well, all those small ones. So 13 plus 11 is 24, and I am at my maximum amount of cores, the limit. But why should I open report by clicking on the message icon to its left? I think this is the right, at least for me. Maybe in France this is left, and on the message icon to its left. This is just... Oh, maybe this is what they're talking about. Yeah, okay. So, right. The game informs me that I have 13 corps and 11 divisions, which means I cannot have more corps or divisions. I am utterly confused. I did know I had 2 armies. I also know that I can build a 3rd army in Paris, but if I pay a lot of resources that I can't afford it now. But why do I have 13 corps? I mean, I have 7 named corps. Then I have the left, center and right flanks in Italy. That's 3 more, so that's 10. What are my corps Gouvion? That is... What is that? Can I go there? Can I jump there? Yeah, okay. Okay, this one is new. This one just popped up there. Corps Gauvignon. Well, it's 700 strength, so it's very strong. The weather is now... It's actually clear and clear weather. So... this appeared. It has a core HQ. It has pontooniers. It has horse cavalry. It has a general. It has a command limit of 20, so it's not overstacked. I only required 13. How about the leader, the general? Gouvion Saint-Cyr. I recognize the name Saint-Cyr. Wasn't he? Was a semi-famous French, I don't know, general or even marshal later in the war. But it's only rating 313, so he's not that great. He has some traits, gifted commander and defensive commander. Okay, well, I could move him up towards Masséna here because we have nice weather here now. Actually, let me examine. Is this a core I can use? It's a division, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's a new core that I didn't know I had. It's a very strong one. It's in Rimini. Okay, it just popped up. It wasn't there at the setup. 6th, 4th, reserve the cavalry. It's up by Napoleon in France. Guard Imperial, 3rd, 2nd Corps. Yeah, we knew about those. That's it. Alright, so what the hell 13 corps are they talking about? 127. Left center flank 10. Gouvion 11. Oh! Reserve the cavalry 12. Guard 13. Right, that's my 13 corps. Under them we have apparently 11 divisions. Yeah, but why does the game want to tell me this is what I have? Okay, thanks for telling me. I guess I'm going above a limit. You see, when you start up the campaign, I don't think I've shown the viewers this in background. or in objectives, or somewhere. Maybe here. Oh. Well, it says somewhere that France has an advantage because they have cores and other nations don't have it. That's historically correct, but you can have 24 cores. I think divisions counts as cores. Let's see, for example, this division here, which is clearly a division, at least it's named Division d'Arthure. And if I go in under the tent here, special orders, could I upgrade this to a core? You can't enable divisional command for this leader. No, I can't. And I could definitely not promote it or make it into a core. Create core. You cannot form a core with this force. Possible causes are excuse me. No army in the vicinity. All armies are at maximum core capacity. No 2-star. Okay, I need a 2-star leader. Right. But you see, I know up here in Bremen, I checked this out before, and here we have it says army, but that's just a name. We have a 2-star leader, and under the tent here, what I can do is this button is enabled. Enable divisional command for this leader. You already have 10 divisions on the field with a maximum of 999 allowed. So I can have an unlimited amount of divisions. Now, pay attention. It says I have 10 divisions in the field, whereas the report said I had 11. Alright. Let's make this guy divisional command, though. That means his name is colored brown instead of white. Could I do it the same? Yeah, Oh. Well, I don't know what that means, because it costs administrative points that I've never paid back. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm sure there's a manual somewhere that you need to read, so I'm not complaining that I don't understand what I'm doing. It's my own fault. Okay, my German brigade here needs another 23 days to become... no, 6 days to become operational. Well, is this now a division? François Lefebvre. First corps, second corps. Is it even here? No, I don't think it is. That's weird. So the Bremen garrison is not even here because it's not under the Italian army. It's not under the Grande Armée. So it's not in the. It's not here at all. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. François Lefebvre. That's him. Alright. Yeah, of course. So now he is. Is that a division? I wonder if you can show current rank, strength, commander name, staff officers, subordinate, region name. Because the armies. Oh, this one has another flag. I think it's a nationality flag, but the armies and the corps have the same icon. That's not helpful, but it has a different. The armies and the corps are bold, whereas the divisions are in tiny type. and this is in a tiny, so it's a division now. I'm sorry, but this is very hard to understand, and probably something that is in every HEOD strategy game, and if you play them a lot you know this, but I don't, so... Our nation is under the influence of 47 faction modifiers. Click on the icon to get details on this. Seems almost like a tutorial that just popped up, you know. You need to know this about the game. Turn 8, here, have a pop-up. You check this out and you learn. I'm gonna read this off camera, learn about the different ones, and maybe I'll point out the most interesting ones to the viewer in the future. But for now, the game lets us know we have 47 modifiers here. That's a lot, obviously. Alright. And that was all the messages for this turn. Yeah. How about that? What were we doing? Nothing really, huh? So I think this might be a good time to take a break. I will examine the forces in Italy. I will consider what to do with this new Gouvion Corps. Should I march it into the fortress of the very strong fortress, size 3 fort of Mantua, and use it as a defensive force there? See, this guy was a defensive commander, 10% defensive fire bonus. Maybe take all the cavalry out and then march this corps as a garrison, because I know Mantua has a much too weak... Look. Oh no, it has quite a large garrison. Wow, these troops are new. What the hell is this? Brigata de Riserva di Artilleria. Alright. So all these... I think we had nothing in Mantua when I started the campaign. All these thingies have popped up here, and they will be locked for another... Well, they're permanently fixed until they are attacked. Well, I definitely need... I feel I need more... Well, it has a 300 strength. But this guy... Well, he has 3 units. Garnison Depot. Yeah. Since I'm getting free troops every week, and I haven't really checked for a couple of weeks, or actually since the setup of the game, which is 2 months, I need to take a break here, and I need to examine the forces, at least in this area. I don't think I need to examine the Grand Armée quite now. We can do that later when we start moving it and deploying it. But I feel I want to know what I have in Italy, and maybe start spying here, seeing what the Austrians are committing to us. I suppose these are green because they are from the Kingdom of Italy. If I press button number 2, no, that is supply. Button number 1 is owners for all regions. As you can see, there's a green nation here, which is Kingdom of Italy. So they're nice enough to give me a nice garrison on Mantua. Yeah, thank you for that. Let's check Milan. Ooh, Milan has a very strong 1200 strength garrison. Well, I definitely feel more secure now in having my field army taking to the field, maybe even fighting. What would you call this guy? Heinrich von Bellegarde. Well, it says Belgrade here without an A. Do I know his leader stats? I do not. That's not a famous commander that I know. I think Karl was like the Archduke. Maybe he was the son, the throne heir. I think he was quite a actually skilled commander, Archduke Karl. He wasn't a clutch like so many other ruler, leaders, officers of the day. So we need to keep an eye on him. Anyway, Thanks for watching. We managed to get through 2 months and 8 turns, and we know a little bit more than we used to know about the game, although quite a lot less than I wish I knew. It's a learning process, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next stream. Have a good evening. Goodbye for now.